Time to shuffle things up.
Here we go. I got him. I got him.
Hey, double screen.
Gets a
Rebound,
look.
rebound.
Can't hit. Across the timeline
Stop
comes
the ball, stop the
James.
ball.
Counting down toward a minute to play in a very one-sided first quarter thus far. It goes down.
Gotta guard somebody.
Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've
I got
ever
him.
seen
I got
in
ball.
the
I
game.
got
He has
ball.
a 7'5"
Press and D.
wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Count the basket,
Oh, yeah,
and
go
it
right
could have
back
been
to it.
more. No whistle.
Good money.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate,
Let's
get
go.
into
Pick
that
him up,
lane,
pick
and
him up.
create.
I got ball. I got
To
ball.
Westbrook.
I got ball. I'm here.
Antetokounmpo. No, I missed a short one there.
Hey, get a hand
Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. You're watching a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul George to Embiid. Joel Embiid. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the
I got him, I
offense
got him.
winning
I
that
got ball, I
battle.
got ball, I got
But if
ball,
the
I got
defense
ball.
keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kawhi Leonard against Paul George. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys trail by 13. Harden has it up the floor.
Defense, let's go.
Joel Embiid with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
I'm on D. I'm
Walker
on D.
Hey, match
to
up,
Griffin.
Match up.
Steph Curry, tough matchup against Durant.
Trap.
George to Walker.
Screen right.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Curry had made his first couple, but he misses there. Harden with the basketball. His team on top by 13. James Harden. He's now 4 for 6.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
To Curry.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Griffin. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
LeBron
my man
into the
right here,
front
y'all.
court.
Get yours. I got ball,
The
I got ball.
advantage is 13 points. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Curry with the basketball. Down by 15. Screen coming. Kemba
Screen, I
Walker
got your help.
matched up with Durant. To Griffin.
Yep, I got him. I got him.
And
Here we
draws
go.
the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Blake Griffin, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 68%. First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To James. Has a look. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Westbrook
Got
to
him,
Griffin.
got him. D up, baby. D up.
Over to the right side. Middleton to Griffin. It's Westbrook. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Come on, bro.
You can
At least
try and
contest the
body
shot.
him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably, it's your soul.
Pull in,
Leonard.
pull in.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. And it's grabbed by Westbrook.
About to put them clamps on you. Let's go.
To
Here
Jokic.
we go. I got ball. I got ball.
Shooter.
Not
Come
that
on, show me
time.
something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Everybody pick up.
To
Everybody pick up.
James.
D up, D up.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Off the mark at the line. Curry
Get
into
down,
the front
Here
court.
come, here come.
14-point
I got
deficit.
ball.
Kevin Durant sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Harden to James. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Pick it up.
Giannis
Oh,
with
yeah,
it up
me and
top.
you, me and you.
His guys
Match
down
up, bro.
big. And it's rebounded by Durant. To Irving. Blake Griffin sends it away. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second. 0 for 2.
D up, baby.
Middleton to Griffin. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Irving. Kyrie Irving. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The three C's. His handles are effortless.
Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Hey,
Durant
switch, I
with the
got him.
basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead.
I got ball.
Middleton
I
to
got some for him.
Adetokunbo. LeBron James rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Irving, deep right corner. Durant. And he knocks it down, Jay. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever
care
the
of the ball, it's
scenario
not a good
is,
look.
Kevin Durant has an answer.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Curry to bring it up. Down a
Here we go.
bundle.
Here we go.
Another chance. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 3 for 7.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing
My ball,
on
my
the
ball,
rim.
my ball.
James to Irving. Leonard. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Got him. I got him. Here we
Curry
go.
has it. Lets it fly from long range. And Steph Curry dials in from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron
Hey,
into the
check
front
out,
court. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Screen.
To Harden. Giannis in control of the
got ball.
basketball.
I got ball.
Looking to make
That's me.
something happen.
I got ball.
To Curry. Add 2 points to the board.
Good shot, boy. Good shot. Good shot.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys leading by 14. To Harden. 4-3 with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Paul George to Curry. For 3, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Kyrie Irving. He's now 5 for 6.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Curry,
Get back.
and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Harden. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis with it up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And strokes it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Harden matched up with Paul George from 18 feet at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The West All-Stars worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The East All-Stars were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys.
Game trap. Blocks.
The West All-Stars have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose.
That's me. I got it.
Durant. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Embiid. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
LeBron James with the rock. To Leonard. Durant. Harden
Shut up.
buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Block up. Here you come.
Curry
I got ball.
to George.
I got your help. We got your help.
Paul George. He
we
struggled
go.
just
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit. 2 for 5.
There is no recovery at, in particular if the defender does not stay on
Yeah, I got
balance.
ball, I got
To
ball, I got
James.
ball.
Leonard to Harden. And a nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Irving to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now it's Harden at the controls.
Watch the cutter, man.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Whoops, that won't go. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
What you got?
Leonard to Irving. From long range, he was
Great
all
board, great
over him.
board.
To Adetokounmpo.
All by yourself.
George, they have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Harden gets it in the right corner. Kyrie, no good. No daylight. Great defense.
Here we go.
To Curry.
I got him.
Match up.
Has a chance.
Watch this.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Durant.
We out.
Oh, pick up my.
Rocking the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Harden. For Durant. Down low. Off the assist.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Whoa, what a finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Durant. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Can't connect. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 6 now.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Count it.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Oh, get back, get back, get back.
To Adetokunbo. Knocked loose.
That's us.
It's a
That's us.
turnover as they head the other way.
My ball, my ball.
Lillard against George. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. D's got it. Damian Lillard. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
I'm here.
To Adetokunbo.
Shut up, shut up.
Can't connect from in close. To Thompson. Count the bucket for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Walker to Embiid.
I'm here. I'm here outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. First try, no good. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. KD with the rock. To Thompson with the interception.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
D's got it. Damian Lillard. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Me and you.
And scores. Strong take. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Westbrook with the basketball. His guys down big, and finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
D's got it. Damian Lillard, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season, a first-time All-NBA first-team player, tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Kevin Durant able to recover with the block.
Watch your back
That
door,
kid
back
can
door, back
block
door.
out the sun, Ed.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. Team Curry going to have the ball first as we start the 4th. And they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Anthony Davis. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kevin Durant has it. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Westbrook to Kemba Walker. Anthony Davis swats it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Walker to Jokic. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Klay Thompson against Westbrook. Great dish to set it up. James can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good to cap off the 3-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer.
Pick up, pick up.
Deep left corner, Thompson. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Klay Thompson against the former MVP, Nikola Jokic. Tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient, and you waited until the right moment to use it.
James goes to the right side. Durant. Man, that was a tough shot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Time for a breather. Mike Budenholzer turns to his bench.
Get back.
To Adetokunbo. Down low Jokic. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Nikola Jokic. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both.
Okay, that's nice.
Durant across the timeline.
That's my man right here.
His
Detroit,
guys
got
holding
ball,
the
got
big
ball.
lead.
Cutter coming through. Hey, shot.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
George to Adetokunbo. Paul George to Curry.
Hey, big screen right
Fires the
there, big
three.
screen.
It's no good. Shots not going down. To Durant. Thompson. To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. To Jokic. That's going to be out of bounds.
Here the ball.
Substitution being made in this one. Lillard matched up with Paul George. D's got it. Damian Lillard. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Embiid. Down for Curry. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shoot it.
To James. Offensive board. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
George. Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Yeah, we're going right back
Yes, Klay Thompson. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Curry. And the rebound taken down by Durant.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down a bundle. George sizing up the all-star Lillard. To Curry. Finish that.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. My ball.
Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Curry. That one off the mark. It's no good. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Antetokounmpo to Jokic.
We got him. Here we go.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. LeBron against Paul George. To Davis. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Curry, nice pass to set things up. Turns and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Davis. Kicks it outside. Thompson. Lillard.
Yo, give me the ball.
Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the second after missing the first. James matched up with Paul George. Durant. Thompson. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. Desperation shot here from half court. Hits the late three at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The West got themselves a win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being so aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the West All-Stars. The East didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the East All-Stars.
Game track. Defense. The All-Star Game MVP.
top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.